Hello, I'm Jason the cameraman. I'll be watching the presentation today.
Hi, I'm Edna. Hi, I'm Shelley.
Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be speaking on being a Christian psychologist. To begin with, the demand for psychologists has existed since the late 1800s. According to the National Alliance for Mental Health, mental and emotional illness does not discriminate. It strikes people of all different ethnic groups and economic backgrounds. There are people suffering from mental illness who have not heard the gospel and know the love of Jesus. The demand for Christian psychologists will continue each year as the growth of mentally and emotionally hurting people continues to rise within this nation and the world. During the minutes that follow, I will explain this job field, showing you first that America is a hurting society and nation, second, that the nation is in need of psychologists who want to make a God-honoring difference and rely on God's wisdom, and third, that being a psychologist presents great opportunities for interacting with people in a way that God values according to Scripture. Let's take a closer look at this. America is a nation that contains a society of hurting people. According to the National Institute for Mental Health, mental disorders are the leading cause of disability in the United States. An estimated 26.2% of Americans, that's 57.7 million people, suffer from a mental or emotional disorder in a given year. According to the World Health Organization, mental disorders are associated with over 90% of all reported suicide cases, and mental illness causes as many lost days of work as any other physical problems such as cancer, heart attack, or back pain. There are many different kinds of mental disorders that psychologists treat within the United States. Some common ones are schizophrenia, depression, and bipolar disorder. This brings me to my second point. As America's society of hurting people with mental and emotional illness begins to grow, the need for God-loving psychologists will increase. According to Donald H. Alvin Jr., psychologists have learned much that can help increase understanding between individuals, groups, organizations, nations, cultures. By using this wisdom along with God's Word, there can be a great increase of freedom within a society that suffers from bondage to mental illness. According to the American Association of Christian Counselors, as Christian psychologists, one must aim at helping clients experience spiritual transformation, because the spiritual dimension affects all the other areas of life. With the emergence of this field, the demand for Christian psychologists is dramatically increasing. Christian counselors are transformational agents, someone used by God to lead others toward God. This brings me to my final point. Being a Christian psychologist presents great opportunities for interacting with people in a way that God values according to Scripture. First of all, God values human life and freedom from bondage. We see this in Genesis 1:27, Leviticus 24:17-18, Galatians 5:1, Romans 8:1-4, and Isaiah 61:1. Christian psychologists can promote this through their work with each hurting person. God values love for others. We see this in Luke 6:31, 1 Corinthians 13:4-8, 1 Peter 4:8, Matthew 22:37-39. By having the same love as Christ, Christian psychologists can help others through a process of obtaining freedom from mental or emotional illness. Finally, God values our compassion for others. We see this in Matthew 9:36 and 25:35-40, Ephesians 4:32, Colossians 3:12. A Christian psychologist can show compassion to others when a hurting person may feel alone or neglected. This brings me to my conclusion. As I demonstrated, America is a hurting society and a nation. As American society of hurting people with mental and emotional illness begins to grow, the need for God-loving Christian psychologists increases. Being a Christian psychologist presents great opportunities for interacting with people in a way that God values according to Scripture. A career in this field may be worth considering, as I am myself, because it presents great opportunities for honoring God by helping people who are mentally and emotionally hurting by showing them love and compassion. Are you looking for a job that holds great opportunities? Are you looking for a job where you can honor God by promoting His values? Are you looking for a job where you can help people and share the gospel at the same time? Christian psychologist may be your answer. I thank you for your time today. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. God bless.